Hi guys, my name is George and I'm the elected president of the Quality Assurance Committee. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it today because of the conflict with another schedule in our school. Nevertheless, I'd like to present our plans for the year for the Quality Assurance Committee. In our group, we identified five key themes for quality assurance. First is the cadence of quality. Quality is a differentiating factor. Quality is standards, collaboration and competition, and the Wiki Generation project. I'm sure you've heard about the Roman legions in the past and how they lorded it over among the ancient times. And in the quality assurance community, we realize that it's not the strength nor even the numbers, it is the march. So NOSE should lead the march for quality. This is something that we have realized and we have put forth in our meeting. Second is the quality standards. Quality should be the mark. It shall be the mark of NOSE schools, and it has to be something that's being carried out, but by not only most of our members, but all our NOSE school members. The third one is quality is a differentiating factor. Actually, the theme was corrected by our group, and we are now prone to say quality is not a differentiating factor, it is the factor. Why do customers go to cost considerations? When quality is not in the brand, customers go for the cheapest product. So we really have to underline again quality is a differentiating factor and something that makes us stand out as a school, especially in NOSE. Next is collaboration and competition. Competition meaning cooperation and competition. I know that we are competitors in the field of education, but we really need to collaborate. We really need to collaborate because of the onslaught, I would say, of uh, the the negative growth in enrollment, especially because of the K to 12 um, program of the government. And I know that it's a plain fact among you guys that when it used to be 60-40 before, 60 being the enrollment for private schools, is now reversed. 40%, or maybe it's not even 40, but 35% of students are enrolled in private school, while 65% go to SUCs and all that. So we really have to collaborate. We really have to stand as a team in NOSE. So last is the Wiki Generation. The Wiki Generation, I'm sure you heard about this, but there are four fundamental principles. First is collaboration. Second is openness, integrity, and service orientation. What are Wiki examples? You've heard about Wikipedia. Maybe you've heard about the mapping of the human genome. It used to be very expensive in the past, but now it has become cheap, and because of the many um, uh, suggestions and many uh, the cooperation of many doctors and scientists in the field. There's also this Fix My Street. I think this is in the United Kingdom, where the people can prompt the government to fix anything in their street. There's also the MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology online courseware. You've heard about this. They have already uploaded their curricula, all their syllabi in the net, and it has been a standard for Wiki university and all that. So it's a standard that's being followed by the rest of the world. So we really have to follow suit. OpenU is not our own version of Open University in the Philippines, but it's the OpenU, Open.edu. It's the Open University is the world leader in open and distance learning. There are about 1,000 free courses across 8 different subject areas, and these are batch courses. These are all already being accepted among leading schools in the world. So we really have to look at this, and I'm sure that most of our schools are doing LMS, the MOOCs, and all that. So These are things that are really worth looking at. So the programs that we have in mind is to have a seminar for quality, and maybe do a it's like the survey of the quality assurance mechanisms being done among at least among NOSA school. Maybe come up with a research or something. How are they doing? For example, some schools are doing ISO 9001 2015. Some schools are not. Maybe because of the pending call for the vertical typology. Maybe most schools will join the fray in embracing the ISO 9001 standards. And then the Philippine Quality Award, the Baldrige Excellence Model, was also raised in the meaning. We are also thinking of starting a well, first start an FB page because we are still a very young team in NOSE. Then eventually we go to a website for Team QA of NOSE. If you look at the left side, these are the domains that are available at the moment. As you can see, NOSE.net, for example, is being offered now in GoDaddy.com at 669 pesos. And we have a website builder on that, and we could claim the domain and have our own website. The next projects now of the QA is holding a quality forum early next year. We are inviting, of course, our own local gurus in quality in our schools. Maybe some of the universities can lend their own gurus in quality so that we can lower our expense. But we also want to invite some quality gurus in other disciplines. For example, the Angelica Frahinal, Engineer Frahinal PQA, was raised, and maybe some other people. The reason for this, we are asking them to to hold a talk or seminar, is for us to be able to transpose some of the practices that the industry is doing, and maybe some of them can be applied in our industry in education. I think they did it in GE, Motorola for Six Sigma, and some other stuff in the early 80s and 90s. Finally, we would like to invite non-NOSA schools for membership expansion. Maybe some of them can join us in the Quality Forum early next year. So that's it. That's all our plans for next year. I'm really, really sorry that I was able to attend this day. I'm sure that you'll have a grand time. You'll have a wonderful time and productive time among yourselves. Apologies. This is a lame substitute, but I know that QA is with all of you in all the endeavors of NOSE. Godspeed, a fruitful day ahead. This is George, and good luck. Thank you very much, and I'm really sorry.